Morning everyone, it's Thursday 15th of July. We just have a look at the news. So we had Aussie news last night, so better employment numbers, 29.1k opposed to 19.7k, so that's good. And unemployment down, so that's good for AUD. Anything coming out later? We had some news from China there, but 2:30 p.m. USD Fed Chair Powell, so just make a note of that. 11:45 p.m. tonight, Kiwi CPI. So nothing major. Next news at 2:30 p.m. I'm going to go through the charts of interest for me at the moment and why. I'm still looking at euro dollar within this triangular structure until, unless this breaks out at the bottom of this and breaks out impulsively, then I still think that this could reverse. So that's my bias, but we'll wait and see if that's what happens. Just looking at the smaller time frame, I've drawn a few levels in. There's a level here which was support here. You can also drag that across there a bit more. You can see it again here. So support. We've broken that, and that potentially now is becoming resistance. So next move for me for euro dollar could potentially be back up into this 1.88 level, and then we'll see, do we bounce, do we turn back again, or do we actually, the buyers take control? We can close above, hopefully. We haven't been able to do it before. Close above, retest, and then look to go long, which is what I'm actually looking for. So decent area here where we could see price reverse. We've tested it there, look. We had a push up, came back down again, but this was the, the 8 o'clock price movement. So I want to see now price move up into 1.18800. So that's what I'm looking for on euro dollar. I'm looking at Kiwi as well. Now Kiwi, let's just see on another screen. Kiwi is one of the weakest currencies at the moment. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I've got it on this screen. Zoom out. Okay, let me just try and show you. My screen is running a bit slow today. So I've got some levels on Kiwi as well, but Kiwi is one of the weakest at the moment. So I don't know where this will play out unless the sentiment changes. But again, I've got a bit of a level here. Could potentially draw that a little bit lower down, actually. See the support here, support, okay, broken above, retest. So we could see buyers come in and take this up into 7100. Okay, so we've got this range, we've got this base here. Could potentially draw that a bit lower as well, actually. We've got a base here, it needs to be a zone. We've got a base, we've got a ceiling. We could be on our way back to 71,000, 7100 to test that. So like I say, it's similar to euro. We've broken a level, retesting it now, and we want to see those buyers come in. So we'll see what happens with the sentiment change. Do we go into risk on, or do we stay risk off? It really does depend on that, but I'm interested in longs into 71. Swissy, quite easy really. Look for a break at this level, close below, retest. So let me just draw that in. Looking for the break, looking for a correction, preferably come back and retest. Look for sellers to come in again. Really simple. Just looking for that move. If that happens today, nice little intraday move there. Dollar yen, fantastic if you took the end of day trade, which was we've broken this channel with this candle here, pull back, retest, sell stop underneath this candle low here, stop loss above the high. We actually broke the high, but it didn't make a difference. We then broke the low. So this trade, if you took it, I've got my alert here for when we're 1% up, but at the moment it's not doing too bad. It's around 0.7% up, so nice trade for this week. I'm going to let that run. think it's going to come into this kind of zone here, trying to squeeze 2% out of this. But like I say, 1% up, worth banking half of that money, putting the stop to break even. Then there is some support here, which is slightly above my 2% target, but we'll see. You know, when price comes into this zone here, can really manage that stop loss and bring it down just in case price reverses. In fact, I'm going to leave that in. So that's running very, very nicely. Aussie CAD, what we're seeing on Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD has just come into a little bit of resistance. Look here. And look at the candle it's forming. I'm waiting to see the 4-hour close. So that's in about 51 minutes. So nice little area here where we could see a bit of downside. It's not really a chart that I focus on at all, but you know, we could. There's a little bit of resistance here, which you can see. So we could come back into that zone there, and then bounce again, or we could break through. But I'm going to be watching to see how this candle closes and to see if there's any form of sell setup where I can get involved in this. But yeah, that looks looking really nice. Actually, evening star pattern there on the hourly, but there is, you can see there is some support there at the moment. So really important to see that break. I mean, smaller time frame traders could look for a little break of that, maybe 5-minute, 15-minute pullback, and then look for a sell. Aussie yen broke the low of yesterday's candle. Can you see this, guys? In fact, I think it might be on another screen. Yeah, here. This is a trade call which didn't trigger actually, but if you kept it, it would have triggered. I made this a couple of days ago because looking for, you can see these cycles here, an impulse correction, looking for price to come back down into this 80.70 zone. So really just looking at end of day trades, looking for the daily lows to break, and we didn't break this low here with this candle. This candle there, we didn't break this low. In fact, it was an inside candle, but now look, we've made, it's almost like the market's made a bit of a decision and we've broken the low, and if you had have taken this trade and kept it, would be in a little bit of profit. So we'll see, is this now going to move into that 80.70 level? But yeah, the fact that that was an inside candle there is quite good as a reversal sign, you know, at resistance, support, now resistance. So that looks good. We could see further downside on Aussie yen today. Yen itself is actually the strongest currency at the moment. So let me just have a look at the yen pairs. Yeah, down against everything, as you can see. So yen is the currency of choice for the market to buy right at this moment in time. Actually, pound is the weakest currency, I think, at the moment. Yes, apart from it's not down against the Kiwi actually, but everything else it's down against. So yeah, actually pound and Kiwi are the weakest currencies right at this moment in time. So look at pound yen. What have we got? Just going to delete these because there was a head and shoulder pattern on this from what I remember. I'm not too sure what time frame it was on. Was it on the hourly? I saw it somewhere here. Yeah, head and shoulder pattern here. Look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Broke, didn't come back and retest it though. Had a little correction there and then went again. So if this is going to continue down, okay, well there's your swing low there. You can look for price to come and retest and reject that. So I'd be looking perhaps on a smaller time frame, maybe 15-minute rejection. If that happens, okay, and this carries on to the downside, that could be a nice little intraday trade there. And there is actually a kind of a descending momentum going on. As you can see, we've got these lower lows, lower highs. So, you know, I don't know whether this is could be a channel actually, or looks more like a falling wedge actually. So this could be coming back down to break this low before it has another move north. But let's just concentrate on this move at the moment. Got descending momentum, sellers are in control, head and shoulder pattern here. Look for further downside until, you know, until proven otherwise, and I'd say until we break this high here. Anything else on my radar today? Euro Aussie looks interesting. I'm going to show you on a different chart. No, I'll show you on this one actually. So nice daily moving averages there. You can see price is, although it's a bit spiky in places, it comes down. It's actually pushing to the upside very, very slowly. We've been making lower highs on the daily. Now we've actually made a new high here. We've broken this high. So does that mean, look, we're forming perhaps potentially a morning star pattern there? Could it be looking for buys today? So keep your eye on this one. I can see this potentially as impulse, correction, impulse, or one big impulse with a correction inside. This as a correction of this move here. So basically impulse, correction, and we might get another impulse. So watch this one, because like I said, we've broken yesterday's daily high. I'm presuming we've broken a CTL. Yes, we have. Let me just get rid of those moving averages. So yeah, look at that, we've broken it, retest. Morning star pattern there. So yeah, look for Euro Aussie for further upside. That would actually have been a buy setup there. Buy above the high, stop below the low there. It's already triggered. So it's already triggered, but it's slightly offside. So keep your eyes on this one. This might lead to more upside. That looks interesting. Euro Swissy. You know, I've been watching this for a while because I've been trading this from up here. Been trading it from down here. It's been in a descending structure. We've got weekly support here. This does go back to 2019, but weekly support. Resistance here, look, and look where we are. We're at that weekly support level again. And yesterday, we're at the bottom of the channel as well. Yesterday printed I should say, inverted hammer candle. Now this, a hammer candle you would look for at support as a buy signal, but also you can look for an inverted hammer at the bottom of a downtrend, and it's the first signs of potentially buyers coming into the market. So if we were to break this candle's high, so yesterday's daily high, that would be a potential sign then that we're going to see some upside movement. I'm not seeing it at the moment, but early days, you know, it's early Thursday morning. So just keep your eyes on Euro Swissy because it's in a very interesting position. Very interesting position. Maybe we'll get a double bottom here, who knows. But definitely want to keep an eye on, because actually, you know, it could be a big mover. If this is a flag, this is a correction pattern of this move here, then maybe we could actually break out of the flag and make another impulse. Okay, something like that. Make another impulse, or at least equal this high. If you do get that euro strength, what I'm looking at with euro dollar anyway, do get that euro strength, then maybe that will help. Let me just draw a fib on this actually to see if it relates to anything at all. Sorry about the colours of the fibs. Okay, 78.6% fib. Weekly support. Just keep your eye on it, guys. Okay, keep your eyes on it and look for that break of yesterday's high. Maybe set an alert, have that buy stop in. You know, a couple of things you could do there. Pound Swissy. There's a range. Okay, range in play at the moment. So I favor this to the downside purely because we had this impulse down here, consolidation range. So I favor this to break to the downside actually, but I'm just going to be watching. I'll put an alert underneath here. Couldn't paste. I didn't want it to paste. I just want an alert. I pressed the wrong button obviously. Range low broken. So I'm going to see if that breaks out of there. Put that a little bit higher. So that's something else to keep your eye on. And targets, you know, if it does break lower, nice bit of resistance here, guys. So it could be heading all the way down there. Who knows? So interesting one to keep an eye on. Got my alert set. Let's see what happens with that. Last one to look at is gold, and just really the fact that for the first time in a while, those moving averages on the daily have crossed over at this moment in time. Okay, so you know, for me, I do follow the moving averages on the daily for gold. Okay, when they're in a bullish order, 8 above the 20, I'm looking for buys. Excuse me. When the 8 is below the 20 on the daily, I'm looking for sells. But now they have crossed, so now my sentiment has changed. So I'll be looking at smaller time frames. Okay, you can see on this 4 hourly, we want price to pull down, preferably, you know, deep into the moving averages. You know, I like a bounce off the 20, I've got to admit, but I can see this little area here of resistance. So a little pullback into there and a rejection would be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to set an alert. Okay, and then I don't need to keep on looking at the screen. So some plenty of charts there of interest, guys. So hopefully you've seen something that resonates with you. If you didn't make any notes, then just maybe have a look at the video again and make some notes. But yeah, let's have a good Thursday. Let's make some pips, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.